Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of Breath of Life Conversations. Don't even worry about it. We are so happy that you're here. I'm Abigail.
I'm Jessie.
And Amanda.
And today is a For Shits and Giggles episode. Going to, moving forward, be known as Sips and Giggles. And you'll see why in a couple of weeks. Today we're gonna do our emotional check-in as we always do, but really we have no format today. So today you just get to hear us chat about things we think are interesting, and who knows where it's gonna go, because we're weird. We're just weird. So it could literally go anywhere. So can I start emotional check-in today? Is that okay?
Go for it.
Today is actually a really good day. I started the day off bright and early. I got off of work early so I worked last night, but I got off early, 3 hours early, and it was amazing. It meant I got 5 full hours of sleep. And then I woke up and I had already done my prep for my client sessions, and I had good patients at work the night before, so I felt really good. I didn't have anything to detox from, and I know, right? And then I went to brunch with a friend of mine. We went to Pinstripes.
Never heard of it.
It's in Edina.
Okay.
They do this brunch, but they also do so it's called Pinstripes because it's like a bowling alley kind of.
Oh.
So there's it's not a big bowling alley. It's there's little bowling alleys. And so I think
they're
they're
a good date place.
Yeah. And they do a bocce ball. It's actually multi-leveled. It's actually really nice. And the brunch was not bad. You can get omelets made to order, and they did prime rib and donut holes that you could put powdered sugar and Nutella and strawberry. Then they had a chocolate fountain and
God.
Ooh,
yeah.
that sounds so
I ate a
fancy.
bunch.
I ate 2 plates.
Good job.
I did well. And there was a couple of mimosas had, and it was so good. It was so good. And it was really inexpensive. It was less than $50.
Oh, wow.
I know. For the weekend, they
Yeah.
give you free mimosas. So
That's amazing.
both of my mimosas were free. And your girl likes free drink.
Of course.
So,
The last time I had a mimosa was last year when you brought me out for my birthday.
no.
Have we had one since then?
May Day.
Oh, we did
We
have
did
them.
mimosas.
We did have them on
Yes,
May Day.
we did.
Right.
Yeah.
We did.
I didn't know that. I just completely forgot about that. But you're right. We did have some.
But yeah.
I think the weather today has been amazing. It's beautiful. I've had a rough, start to the weekend, but I don't know. I feel like things have kind of turned around, and
We went swimming.
we went to the beach today. Went over to Fish Lake and sat in the sun.
Yeah. The water was so nice.
We didn't get as much sun as Jessie. As you can see, she's tomato.
Yeah. Yes. I prefer lobster.
This is a pure crawdad pink.
It is quite yeah. Yeah. I'm very pink. But that's because I was also swimming, and I was swimming for a couple hours.
Nice.
And yeah, I've had a good weekend. I took 2 days off from the shop for the first time in years. So I'm on my 3rd day off of a 4-day weekend.
Wow.
And that hasn't happened for ages. So we've been having fun just tooling around in the convertible and not doing anything. I thought, I'll get some of my other projects done. No, I pulled out the computer once and I was like, no, guess not. That's a Tuesday problem. So I'm good. I'm going to hurt later, but I'm good right now.
I'm out of my
I think some
aloe.
aloe.
I would give you
I have some aloe.
You have some? Yeah.
Yeah,
Aloe will
okay.
help. Aloe will even you out, and then you'll be
be-
more this color.
Be a little tan.
Yeah.
I mean, my French blood, I tan up okay after the burn.
Yeah.
Not me. I get a couple freckles where it turns pink and peels off.
You're actually doing really good this year.
I think it's from Florida. From when I went to Florida, my skin was already a little bit
You got a good cast.
ready to get a tan.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, I did not listen to my good friend who told me to
Mm.
do it little increments of sun, even if it's through the window. And yes, this is what happens.
Mm.
My
That's
good
a-
friend was Abigail. This is what happens.
I
when
try
you
to
don't listen,
tell everybody, like, once that sun starts coming out in the spring, you gotta get out, and you gotta get out in shorts if you can, and get your cast going so that you got a good base. And then when the sun gets hotter and is like real intense, you can stay out for longer, but really staying out of the like noon sun is like the best. It's like get on either side of noon, and then your body handles it.
I've been trying to go out in like shorts and a tank top every morning when I go water all my plants outside. And P.S. I forgot check in. I made breakfast this morning out of all the things from my garden.
Oh, I love this.
And eggs from your sister's chickens.
I
So like
love
it
it.
felt like
I need more of those.
the people that like make their own everything. I felt like that this morning.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's cool.
I kind of wish that you had like done a TikTok video.
I did think about it, but I'm just not that cool.
Oh, you're pretty cool.
You are that cool. You just are.
And that strawberry
like,
sauce.
started.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So
it was so
Tuesday
good.
or Thursday, should we go strawberry picking?
Yeah,
I
I'm down because
I only have one more jar.
Nice.
We've gone through. I made 5. I gave you guys each one. We ate one last night because I had company and I made strawberry shortcake and
Oh,
that was
yeah.
that was my last jar. So
Yum! I love
Yeah.
strawberry shortcake.
me too.
Well, actually, if I have to choose between strawberry shortcake versus strawberry pound cake, pound cake.
Okay, that's what I bought. Pound cake.
Love
I
it.
didn't know there was a difference.
Yes,
Between
because-
I thought pound cake was shortcake. It's
No,
not.
shortcake
Much thicker
is-
and heavier, denser.
and it tastes better because the shortcake is like spongy, and you end up going like.
Yeah.
I like
So-
both.
I also made homemade whipped cream because I forgot it.
I love homemade whipped cream.
Me too.
should be a freaking chef.
I should.
He's like, here, I'll just cook for everybody all the time.
I really like when you were telling us last time about what you made, like the homemade au gratin potatoes and like whatever else like you made, like,
Like,
the roast or whatever. I was
is
like,
there an
I am
invite?
so mad that you didn't tell us, and that this is not on the like plan for me to be able to come over and like
Going forward, when we do this on Sundays and I cook, I'll bring you guys whatever a little bit of what I make.
Yay! See, guys, get yourself a friend who
A
cooks.
good girlfriend.
I should.
You are.
I truly. I am like. I'm really good at cooking when I can cook. I like have a really small kitchen, and I feel like it's not conducive to me like cooking. But when I lived down in Mankato, I loved my kitchen because I had all of this counter space and I had the table right in the center. And it was like so easy. The kitchen didn't feel super like clogged up. It was a very open concept sort of space, and I loved cooking in there. And I would cook all the time. Or if I'm at my mom's house, I cook a lot when I'm at my mom's house. I just don't do it often anymore. It's sad.
But I'm more of a warm up kind of girl.
Though I have to say, having been in your kitchen, I would hate cooking in your kitchen.
Why?
Because everything is like so close. Like between the that like center island and like your stove there's like not enough space.
No,
Like-
it's definitely a 1-butt kitchen.
Yes.
Not a 2-butt kitchen.
No. So it's like you can't really like I'd be afraid somebody would try to like get around me or like whatever, or I would bump into things. I don't know. Like it's a big kitchen.
It is.
But that island takes up like a lot
It
of
does.
space.
It really does.
I don't know anything. It's just empty, big old.
I like your kitchen.
I do too. I love
Yeah.
the kitchen. And it has so much of your personality in it.
Yes.
Like,
I'm gonna say now I have these things because I'm like taking herbs from my garden and I'm starting to dry them. So pretty soon it's gonna look weird. It's gonna have
I
like
love
shit
it.
hanging
I
from the
love
ceiling.
it.
Oh my god, it's gonna be whimsical.
You're turning into a kitchen witch.
It's gonna be whimsical.
I love it.
Love it. The little sprites and sprigs and fairies and sprites and stuff are gonna love being in your kitchen.
Aww.
If you start losing things, just know
It's
because they've taken things.
I've never had that issue.
They do it all the time to me. I'll lose my keys. I'll lose certain like things that I want. They'll take jewelry. They'll like, yeah. And then I just have to be like, bring it back.
I wish that I had.
So
Yeah.
eventually they'll probably come into the house. So like, just know if stuff starts disappearing.
When we were at your old shop, this lady came up to me just randomly and she was like, "Hey, are you into fairies?" And I was like, "Well, not really." And she was like, "They like you." And I was like, "You know what? Actually, I take that back." A couple weeks ago, me and Amaya collected a whole bunch of stuff and it went into the woods, and we made a whole little fairy garden. We like bought moss and rocks and little seats and fake trees and all this stuff, and we made a whole fairy garden.
I
And
love fairy
she and I
gardens.
was like,
They
I
love
guess
you.
we did make a fairy garden, and she said, "That's it. They love it." And I was like, "Aw, yay!"
I love fairy gardens. So the place that we used to go to, it's sold now, but the place that we used to go for camping in like August,
Mhm.
October, like somewhere around like between there. That was kind of like their thing. They had this whole like secret garden that you just like
Yeah.
you were explaining. I love those things.
Okay.
You should totally do one at your house, you know.
We thought about it, like, but the back of the yard backs up to the church.
Don't care.
Exactly.
I know
Exactly.
you keep saying that. You're like, we're gonna move, somebody's gonna sell out, so
No.
back up to a church. I don't
It's not
care.
going to happen.
I don't
No.
care. Like, I can't, I refuse to
Yeah.
care.
Let it happen.
I'm that
It's
too,
not gonna
but
happen.
else, like, I'm just kind of like, you should do what you want. You
Exactly.
should do what you want.
Exactly.
And, like, I mean, I don't know. I just
Yeah.
feel like some of that stuff is really important. Like, especially since you're the kind of person that you are. Like, it should be able to be yours. Like, you should be able to, like, make
100%.
it the space your own, even if you don't end up staying there forever.
I agree.
Okay, I'm easily swayed. Yes.
Plus, I also love fairy gardens. When I was a kid, we had a whole, remember, troll dolls
Yeah.
with the little thing in the gem in the belly?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We would take all our troll dolls and all our My Little Ponies and go out in the woods, and we had a spot that was all moss covered, and we had a little maypole, and we had little huts, and we had little trails, and we would play for hours in our little fairy
I
garden.
love that. There was a tree in my mom's yard that so it's like it kind of grows out like this and over here, and there's like this spot in the middle for to sit, and I would sit on it. It was like my tree throne. That's I didn't have a fairy garden there, but
I
we did
love that.
all sorts of country stuff.
I love that. We're definitely like country folk, all
Yeah.
three of us, which is, I think, hilarious. Like,
And we all ended up in the suburbs.
yeah, like none of us, we didn't grow up in the streets, y'all.
No.
Not even. We grew up in the fields. like we grew up like driving tractor.
I didn't drive a tractor. I drove.
Well, I mean, I didn't drive a tractor either.
My
but
neighbors were horses, though.
I knew people who drove.
I knew
Yeah,
people
there
who
was a
drove
lot of.
there. Like,
We had chickens and ducks and
We had chickens too.
that kind of stuff when I was growing up.
Until we didn't. Because we also had a friend with dogs.
Mhm.
they ate them.
Yeah, one day we came home and there was just feathers all over the yard. And
No.
me and my sister were kind of happy because there was one really mean chicken named Buffy. And I hated
Of course,
Buffy.
it was named Buffy.
And she would attack us when we'd go get eggs. And we'd have to, and of course they send us to go get the eggs. And this dumb chicken would attack us all the time. So we were kind of happy.
We had one called Henny Penny, and she was like, she would let herself in the dog door and like go watch TV.
Oh, I love
It's
it.
funny.
She was,
That's how my sister has chickens in the house often.
yeah.
And I have pictures of when we stayed there with the kids with little chicks on their heads. Like,
Funny.
they keep them in the house for a little while when they're
There was like
babies.
the neighbor dog that came in, same thing, attacked my mom's chickens, and she shot him.
Well,
She shot
hey,
them.
people love their chickens.
I mean, it's also just like if your chickens die, you're losing one of two things, if not both. Eggs that like one a day every day for
Yes.
like basically a entire life, or the meat from the chicken. So I completely understand her reaction. I would have done the same damn thing. I've been like, that was fucking dinner. Like, no. What?
Yeah.
My
I would have been
sister
mad.
has never eaten any of her chickens that died. She buries them. She has a little chicken cemetery.
Oh my gosh, that's cute. It's really.
That is cute.
She has a hard time saying
Need more
goodbye to
eggs
things.
from her, by the way.
Okay, I will let her know.
Both of us.
Okay.
Need more eggs.
Okay, I will look you up.
Yeah.
I should have. Oh, I was there today. I was in White Bear. I could have swung by.
I was wondering why you were in White Bear.
My childhood friend from forever and ever lives there, and she has a pool, and it's a salt pool, And yeah, she was just like, "You want to come over and go swimming?" And I was like, "Yes,
Yes, don't mind if I do.
And I'll bring my boy with me.
And I did, and
And
Lila brought her.
Is he burnt too?
No, I don't know.
He's like me. He's so pale the sun reflects off him.
No, he actually has like he gets tan.
Does he have a
Yeah.
little Sicilian in him?
He does. He does. He's a little bit Italian, so
A
he
little bit Italian.
yeah.
That'll do
So
it.
he
The Italians
tans
tan
up
up
nice.
real nice.
Yep.
It's the Mediterranean.
mm-hmm.
It's the Mediterranean.
So yeah, no, he's looking okay. He does not look red like me.
Not a lobster.
He's not a lobster.
I'd make a joke about eating you, but that we know that's not happening. So right. Joke waste. Oh goodness gracious. Why?
You better wash your straw before you.
Oh.
It just went between my toes.
You showered.
Oh,
You showered.
I did take a quick shower.
I did not. I'm still wearing
like
my
worst thing that's been in my mouth. Besides your feet. It's fine. It's fine. But
Oh yeah, we were gonna talk about the sun and like the great benefits of the sun. Since we started talking about it, then it kind of veered
But
away.
I should have all the benefits right now.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, okay, so in like metaphysically speaking, like the light is knowledge. Light is energy, yes, but it's knowledge. So if you sit out in it and you receive it, then what you're receiving is knowledge. So obviously, if you just go outside and you're just not even paying attention, you're just kind of moving around in the world, you'll still get the information, but until you actually sit and process and like ask yourself, what have I received? You're not necessarily going to notice it. But if you actually go out and you sit with the intention of receiving and you feel into what you're
It's funny that you
Get
say
it.
that because I did that the other day. I was like, I wonder what she meant. So I went over. I was like, I am open to receiving whatever it is you have to offer me. Nothing.
So then the next thing that you would do is once you've like made that assertion, once you made that claim, sitting there, then you have to pay attention to like where you're feeling that go into your body. And then you can use your guides as interpreters always. So if I need to, I can be like, hey, I'm feeling it coming in over here or, wherever in my body. And I can ask, help me to understand. So give me some sort of a clue, like, or give me some sort of understanding or tell me, what it is that I've just received. Sometimes it's them wanting me to unlock it myself. So then I'll only get an image. Or I'll get more of a sensation in whatever part of my body the energy has dropped. And then it's just me kind of asking questions. It's kind of like with you with the dowsing rods. Like you ask your questions until you kind of come to an understanding of what it is. So sometimes you can't just ask the question. You have to be like, well, is it over here? Or is it over there? Or is it for this person? Or is it for this person?
Well, I feel like sometimes when they cross and they stay across, it's because, and they don't all go back and keep being like, thank you, and you hope, you want them to go back to the middle. You have to ask a question that it's like they want you to ask a more specific question or more questions to make it more clear is what I was imagining that.
Yes.
Imagining that it was trying to tell me.
No, I think you've got to really, I think it's people who use tools, I think it's so fascinating. Not because I think that there's something wrong with them. It's that I've never been called to specific tools.
Because you just have a special, different kind of gift. Like if knowing.
Maybe, but
Yeah, it's
like
not a maybe, it's a for sure.
But I mean, you have this ability to like I wonder. We've got some here, guys. If you watch the thing, I don't even know how to use these.
I think we got to back this up just a little bit because they need to have space. And your arms are fully to your side. Relax. There you go.
Right.
And then you first ask yourself, show me yes, show me no.
What is happening? Aren't they supposed to be straight?
You were already probably thinking something.
No, I wasn't. Other than I have no idea how to use these.
You do. You're doing it.
Okay, show me yes.
Say, am I Abigail White?
Am I Abigail White?
See, it's coming. It's just slow.
This is like not. This is not quick. I would be. I'm like. This is the same way you're like lots of words, get to the point.
Right.
Kind of like what is
And then and then usually after you say thank you, it just
Thank
automatically
you.
goes.
Okay, show me no.
Not interested.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Every single time I try to use something like this, it never works. They're like, I don't want to talk to you like that.
Hi, Amanda.
And it's like so immediate. You guys, if you're only listening to this and you're
Is
not
my name
watching,
Bob? No, it's not.
see, this is what I'm saying. Tools don't like me.
I'm not good with tools either.
Yeah, it's so easy. You just literally watched me like that. I'm like, fuck you, Abigail.
They're like, they don't need it. It's because usually when you're doing it, they say you're speaking with your guides or your spirit team, which you're speak to your brain all the time. Mine don't speak to me, so this I think is how they speak to me.
I mean, I guess
That's
I
how
get that.
That's
get
what I
that.
think.
Yeah.
I don't know any of that for sure. I just think that.
I mean,
you're right.
clearly
Yeah.
you have.
I've asked,
They have
and they said yes.
response
I've asked.
to you. Yeah.
Sometimes they'll say, "Is this a spirit guide?" And I'll say yes, or "Is this an angel?" Yes. I've never had anything scary like, "Is this a demon?"
Like I never asked that. I'm telling you, I never asked that.
No,
You know?
I wouldn't because I don't.
But
I wouldn't because I already usually also I've read and heard that like before you even like start, you just like try to like imagine yourself surrounded with like, like white light, and you ask your guides to like protect you from anything negative coming through.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's kind of how I would start anything.
Anything,
Yeah,
yeah.
like I make sure I'm really strongly connected. It's really, really important to me that I'm a clear channel for energy to come through, for like guidance to come through. So I'm always like, I constantly, like even for a session. And nowadays, I'm actually guiding the people who are sitting with me to go through my process of connecting to Earth, higher self, and source, because I'm like, I need you to be as clear as I am, because it is going to make this way easier, which I never used to do. I used to just kind of jump into the session and give them information. Now I actually take the 15, 20 minutes to bring them down and bring them all the way up.
Well, and it's such a good tool to have. Once you do it a few times with people, like they can do it. They can just do it.
Yeah, that is true. And I do like that about that. And I've never really actually thought about it in full of like, it's a process that allows for them to take that. And if they continue with it, they're protecting themselves, they're anchoring themselves, and they're filling themselves up with energy. So it's like really nice. It's multifaceted, helpful. But yeah, I wish. Really, it's not for me. Like Oracle
I feel that
cards,
way about
tarot
tarot
cards,
cards,
it's
too.
like literally is the most tool I could use.
Well, even the tarot cards, like Cindy, my teacher, she says, friends don't let friends like Jesse tarot alone, because I'm always like doomsdaying it. And I'm like, oh no, I got the leper and the thing, and and
But she's a super positive.
she is a
tarot reader.
super
She
positive.
doesn't say she chooses the sunny side of everything. It seems like
She does, but she also checks in with her guides, so she's not just like blowing smoke either. She just, yes, like it's not something to be scared of. Like she never wants anyone to be scared of the cards.
Does that like not how Cindy teaches it, because I'm okay with how she teaches it, but I'm curious as to your guys' thoughts of like when somebody is just like super positive all the time, as in like in not in life. Amanda, you are super positive in life all the time. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like in guidance, like when somebody is like reading tarot cards, or if like somebody is asking for guidance around something. Do you find it weird or odd if somebody is only positive all the time? Like that's literally all that it is. They never have, if they pull the tarot if they pull the tower card in tarot, which typically has a meaning for like, death, destruction, ending of something, almost like sometimes even God level, act of God sort of thing. But they're reading it as like a really like super positive thing. Nothing bad kind of thing.
I mean, really, it's just change. And it depends on who you are, whether you're going to take that change well or not.
Sure, but it's not so much about, I'm not asking the question about how like the receiver would receive it, more so of like the person who is giving the answer, giving the message. Does it bother you if somebody only ever gives positive output? And
No.
like they have zero, like,
Yeah, no, that wouldn't bother me
No,
at all.
that
But
doesn't bother
I
me.
do have like a question in my mind, like, because there's like a balance. Everything isn't always good. You know what I mean? Like,
But there's also
around me-
silver lining around everything.
Well,
So I mean, it's still
I know that. I
accurate.
feel like I am a very positive person because
You are.
all
Because you are.
I want to say weird, but sometimes bad, like weird things happen in my life constantly. But I feel like I'm always trying to like be. I don't let it get me to I don't let it bring me down, if that makes sense.
That's 100. Yeah.
So, I mean, I feel like not that it's necessarily fake to be positive all the time, but like to be if you let things bring you down, they sure will.
Exactly. And you don't need a reader helping with that.
Right.
People are too negative already. Like,
but at the same time,
if
they know something bad, I would rather be a little prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I would want anybody to be like, "Ooh, you're going to die on June 27th, 2036." I wouldn't want to know that.
No, absolutely not. And that's that's a bad reader if they told you that. That is a horrible reader.
why?
Because I've actually seen it happen. My astrologist in the old place, she confessed that when she got cancer, that she had been told when she was 18 that she was going to die when she was 62 by a reader. And she manifested it. So when she turned 62, she got sick and she died. Because she did spent her whole life thinking that was going to happen.
Or maybe the lady really just know it.
I feel like people have more control over themselves than some random reader. There's a lot more.
Right up to my glasses, right?
A lot more.
I was just telling Abby before
Yes.
you got here, because me and Abby went to the beach today, and we were waiting for Jessie before she got here. So I was saying, I got up, I went in the bathroom, I washed a little my face, and I went up to the kitchen to start my coffee, and I started walking back, and I was like, I don't have my glasses on, because I could see everything. And then as soon as I went like this and touched my face and realized I didn't have my glasses on, it got blurry. Like I was like, did I just see things clear? I can see clearly now.
The rain is gone.
We said once in every episode.
It's gonna be the favorite part about it. I'm just wondering which song you're gonna sing. Like, it's always because I never know what song she's gonna pick. That's awesome. I don't know. I think I disagree. I think I am wary of people who are constantly only like reading and or predicting good things as if there isn't an opposite to it. And I think that a bad reader is somebody who basically just throws out bad news or like darker stuff without empowering somebody to find the silver lining. Because I get what you're saying about the fact that like people are pretty negative, but I think people are negative in a different way than readers have the opportunity to deliver bad news. Like readers have the opportunity to say, there is a timeline, there is a path in which your life will end at 62. You can do this one of two ways. You can make sure that you live the best life that you possibly can in 62 years, or you can decide that you have more that you want to give, and you can go further than that. So let's talk about how you can do that, right? Let's talk about what you need to pay attention to allow for you to stay on a path if 62 years is not enough for you. Because I know that if somebody had said to my mom, you could die by 60, my mom probably would have been like, yeah, okay, great, wonderful. And if somebody had said, you could die at 60, but you are going to have something in your life that's going to challenge that. So choose whether or not you want to leave at 60 or if you want to stay, because there are some good things going to be in your life around that time. So if you're actually really comfortable with that exit point, then you're going to want to make sure that you got things together. My mom didn't know that. So when one exit point happened, she chose to stay.
Yes.
I'm certainly happy about that. I'm ready for my mom to go whenever she chooses to go, but like, I also am just happy that I still have her. I mean, it's not gonna.
I did dowsing rods, and I asked my mom if they told me my mom's going to be dead in the next 5 years.
Did they say yes?
No, I asked 10 years, 3 years, 5 years. It was like 5 years within 5 years.
How much longer do you have?
No, I just asked like last week.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, and they said within the next 5 years she will be dead.
okay.
Which I kind of believe that. I mean, I hope not, but she's not the most healthiest. She smokes 2 to 3 packs a day, and drinks beers for dinner, and
Oh, wow.
she's had a stroke or two, maybe 3, a little minor stroke. So, I mean, it's very possible.
So
Yeah, and I think you hit it on the head with the what a good reader is as someone who empowers the person sitting.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter if they're positive, negative, anything. If they don't do that, they're not a good reader.
I agree with that. Yeah, definitely. I think there's two, and I think part of my feeling around that, but then I want to ask you something about asking about when your mom is going to die. I think when I listen to people who do like the yearly predictions, they're like, this year is going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and white nationalists marching on Washington, D.C., lynchings, people being shot in the street. Where was that?
Where's the fantastic?
Yeah. Like, so fantastic for you? You were reading for you? That's okay, great. I'm glad you are gonna have an amazing, but you're saying this is a yearly prediction for everyone. Like, here's your 2026 prediction for the collective, and it's all going to be fantastic for literally everyone. Like, this is where people like get really frustrated with things like horoscopes in the newspapers and magazines, because
It's generic.
It's generic, but it's always like, it usually is always hyper positive, and it's kind of like, this is not the way that like life is. So
although when
it's
I
like
do
the
read
opposite
the
of the
horoscopes,
news.
I'm like as Gemini as they come. Every time I always feel like, yep. I read it. I read anything about it. I'm like, yep.
But do you read any of the other ones?
I read other people's, kind of. Yeah, like the people that are close to me. Like I like read my kids, or I'll read my boyfriends, just trying to like, okay, how do they coincide?
When you read for like,
Because
when
he's
you
a
read the ones
Virgo.
for your kids or your boyfriend, do you say, "Oh, but that resonates for me too"?
About them? Yeah.
No. For you, like
No.
when you're reading like the Virgo, do you
No,
go,
like their
"Oh, they're
traits and the things that they do. Like, no, I feel like it really fits them very well.
Yeah.
And like it'll say, for example, a lot of things, like, because Michael's a Virgo and I'm a Gemini, we're like the mutable signs. So like we always are in like the same like little category of things where I'm like, okay, yeah, that fits. It all seems to like be so relatable all the time. I can't think of a specific one, but I'm just saying, yes, it's very relatable and feels true.
Yeah, I mean, I agree that I think there's a lot to be said about the generality of horoscopes that allow for people to feel confident in them, particularly around the signs when the advice or whatever that's being given hyper focus on specific traits within the sign. But I also think like, if I were to just like randomly like pick one and just read it to you without telling you what it is, I bet you'd say, yeah, no, that like makes sense.
Maybe.
Like, I bet you could probably find something to resonate.
I mean,
that's true. Maybe not
that's
with every
true.
single
Yeah,
one,
yeah.
but like with maybe like some of them. I mean, there's some that signs that are pretty close to Gemini and would have, like, if I read you a Leo one without telling you it was a Leo, you'd probably feel like it resonated.
But aren't they like lovers? I'm not all like lovey like that.
They not really. That's not really their thing. It's more like they like the limelight. They like
They like nice
attention.
things.
They like nice things.
Well,
like
yeah,
They like being liked.
they like being liked.
You're right.
They like being liked more than any other sign.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that also sounds like me. Me as a person?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You could somehow.
So, about you asking about your mom passing, how did that like make you like? How did that kind of like change how you were perceiving like your mom now? Like, did it change anything? Like, did you
No,
when you knew that, were you like, oh, I there are some things I got to ask her before 5 years comes up, or like,
no,
did it
not
change
really. Well,
anything?
no, because I never know if it's a real thing. So,
Yeah.
well, of your own.
That's true.
So,
Yeah.
like, I feel like sometimes it's, I don't want to say lying.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, maybe it was
Wishful
true
thinking.
in that moment, and then
That's true.
something changed, and I just find it fascinating to like get back to the point of like I know that if it were me, if I knew something like that, even if it wasn't ultimately going to be real, I think for me, I would take that as an opportunity because I would hate to get 5 years from now and be like,
damn,
I
you
didn't
shoulda did
take,
this.
yeah, I didn't take the time to ask the questions that I really had.
I talk to
Because
my mom
I,
every single day, though. Like, every single day she calls me.
Mhm.
She already called me again tonight. You know what I mean? So I feel like we talk. I think that she doesn't really have a lot of friends.
Mhm.
When she wants to talk about something, she calls me. Like, I know, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say she has a fine quality of life, but she doesn't really go anywhere. She's scared. She's bipolar. She's scared to go. Once a month I take her to go get groceries and get she likes to buy beer and make her own cigarettes, and like we take one day and she goes and buys all the things, and then the rest of the month she stays home. So it's not like she's, I don't want to say has a bad quality of life, but it's not like she's out here like living it.
Sure.
You know what I mean? She
It's
hasn't
what she
lived an
chose.
easy life. It's been a very hard life for her. I'm sure she'll be happy when it's over.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not sad. I don't really actually get too sad about people dying. I know
I
that
don't
sounds
either.
weird.
No, I don't
If
either.
it was someone very close to me, like my children, or I will be very sad when she doesn't call me every day. So don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? But I also don't think that, I think that someone's quality of life is super important.
I agree.
You know what I mean? If we're not out here enjoying this beautiful world that we live in, what is the point?
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know.
I agree. I mean, and I think there's a lot. I used to say that it was my like training as a nurse that like made me just not look at death in the same way. But now I think it can be. I think I used that excuse as a way to like make people not feel so weird about the fact that I actually it's
That I
not
don't
that at
get sad
all.
about it, right?
Yeah, it's not that at all actually. It's more of like my mom never ever raised me to fear life ending ever. I will always be super grateful to her for that. But yeah, I don't even her death, even my death, my nephew's death, and he's the love of my life. Like an accident could happen, it could be completely planned, it could be 100 years from now, and like it could be 5 minutes from now. It doesn't matter. And I'm like, obviously, cancel, like all the thing,
Yeah,
right? It's
exactly.
like we don't need to be putting that out there. But like, it doesn't matter when I know that the way that I live my life with every person in it, that I regret nothing, right? Like I tell the people that I love them when I love them. I am, honest and upfront about who I am so that it's never a secret. I think people get upset because they think I'm lying. When I tell people like I'm mean and I'm judgmental and I'm working on it, but I'm also not gonna hide that that's like who I am. So like sometimes I like think something is funny, but it comes off rude to somebody else. I don't That's not really how I mean it. Usually like my tone is like what will tell you whether or not I'm, being serious about something or not. But like I think most people hear me say with like a very straight face, like I actually am like a judgmental person. And I know that that's kind of like a Virgo trait and stuff like that. But like, I also think that people just think that I'm kidding. And
No.
like,
No, I don't think
like,
you're kidding about
and I'm
that.
not. So then when it like really happens and I actually am like judgmental and they're like, and I'm like, are
Oh,
you
I
guys
was
stroking
real
out?
pants for you.
Like,
Like I wore real pants for you. Because yes, you can be.
yeah, like I can be. Like,
Most time I still wear mine. So
yeah, I mean, like, it's like one of those things. Like, I truly think that people just think I'm kidding. So then they get shocked when it happens. And I'm like, no, I was real with you from the beginning. Like, why is this shocking? Like, it shouldn't shock you. I literally told you up front. Like, I did this for a reason.
I feel like people get annoyed with me because they think that I'm like being fake heavy you know what I mean? Like,
I could see that.
like, oh God, she's always so
Well, then they're not a
positive.
very
Like,
good judge of character.
and I'm like,
Because
at work,
both of you are
like, a
very
lot of
real
time-
people.
Yeah, well, but at work, people don't know me that well. They're like, God, is she always like this? I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, usually. I mean, I can't say I'm always happy. I mean, I cry clearly, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still a human, but I just really choose to be the positive side. Always.
And it is a choice. And I felt like that was a choice ever since I was tiny. I remember, like, something happened and I wanted to be sad about it. And I wanted to be sad way longer than I was really sad about it. And, like, it's hard because I see adults doing it. And I think about that child going, I still want to be sad about it. And I have no sympathy whatsoever when people choose to be upset for things that for longer than necessary. Like, I mean, I don't know. Going back to grief, like I'm a griever. Like I haven't figured out how to let people go. And that hurts a lot.
I
But
just really believe that
and I know
there
you can
is
still
like
talk to them.
yeah, reincarnation,
I mean,
and like
I
especially
have
the
talked
people
to
you like,
them.
you have your same people that you're gonna probably be with again next time.
100%.
So even though
I
we
mean,
won't know it, we won't remember them, or most people don't remember or know.
and maybe we can.
Some people do.
Some people do.
You know,
And I mean, I can feel them. I can feel them touching my shoulders. I can smell them. I know they're still around.
I find it's
I
fascinating.
treat them, but yeah, they're just not here in the same capacity, and that bothers me. But I'm about to be an empty nester, and that bothers me. Like, I
That's
just
so hard.
like
It's
I
hard.
like my people close to me and being able to physically touch them.
Yeah.
And I don't do. No, I will cry a lot. It'll be so sad when I lose anybody, and that's just how I'm wired, I guess. So, and I know better. I know better, but that doesn't seem to
change anything.
Yeah.
Which I just find super fascinating, but I also can understand, like, we need all types of people, like, it's what makes the world beautiful, having those people who can, like, cry when other people can't, and which, like, you guys watched Sense8? Yes. So there's that scene where, like, Sun is, like, in the, like, pay by the hour neon hotel or whatever, and Leto is, like, so sad because his career has ended because he's been outed, and so he is, like, crying, and she's like, what are you doing here? And he's like, I've lost everything, and she's like, stop crying. Like, you have a partner who loves you. You've got a wonderful friend who cares for you, a mother who's there for you and supports you. She's like, I literally was put in prison because I tried to help my brother who embezzled money from my company, who's now trying to kill me. He killed my father. My mother's already dead. I've got no one.
What are you crying about?
Like, if anybody should be crying, it should be me. And he's like, well, maybe that's why I'm here, because Sun's character would never cry.
Yep.
Sun is the strongest of the strong, and so he's like, well, I'll cry for you. And so I kind of feel like that's you.
I'm not
You're
strong.
you're
I'm
the
not strong.
leader.
I'm emotional. I cry when I'm happy. I cry when I'm sad.
Oh, I cry when I'm happy.
I cry when I
I
have
cry
words to
during
say that
every
don't
single
come out the right
movie.
way that I want them to.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Songs.
Yes.
I'm
When you have
a
angry,
very
I'll
big crier, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, about, like, dying just feels like it's gonna happen. It's just something, everybody dies. It's
It
just
is.
gonna happen.
It
And
is.
like, when I have a boyfriend that passed away, and whenever people ask about him, I'm like, oh, he died. I'm so sorry. Oh,
I got another one.
I mean,
I got another one.
it was hard, and I cried a little, but I'm not like, oh, we're gonna carry on. Like, if anything, I'm more sad for my kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel.
Yeah.
I just think, there's a billion people in this world. I don't think there's one person for anybody.
I think there's lots of people for everybody.
Yeah.
That's why I'm poly. Like, truly.
She wants all the people.
I want all the people.
She wants all the choices. She refuses to be limited.
No. I do, but it really is to that thing of, like, I don't think I'm even, like, one person for everyone. I think that that's a lot of pressure. But also really kind of unrealistic. I know that there's a lot of people who feel like I've had this conversation a lot recently, because people, especially with me, like, not being in a situation anymore, them asking me, well, are you sure? Are you sure that like part of this is just like you didn't want to like share? And I'm like, no, the sharing is fine. It's like there's other factors. It's just like I do truly, it's not me questioning whether or not I am who I am. It's me saying like this I can't be everything to someone. Like it goes back to like when I'm straight up with people and I'm like, this is who I am. Upfront and honest. Day one, minute one. I'm gonna tell you who I am. I'm gonna tell you that there are gonna be times when you're probably gonna look at me and say, Abigail, what you just said is really mean. And I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna be like, was it mean or is it truthful? And I'm going to say it in that tone, which is going to bother you even more because you're going to be in your feelings about it. And I'm going to have to sit here and say, well, do I need to come down to your level and like meet you where you're at? Or is this one of those times when it's time for you to raise up to my level?
Yes, can you make it a little bit shinier and softer for me?
And I may be like, I'm sorry, honey, I wish I could, but I can't. Like, like let's be a little bit honest and like, and there are also going to be times when you're going to be like, Abigail, that was just really mean. And I'm going to be like, you're right, that was really mean. Now I'm going to check in with myself. Do I care? Not really. Moving on. Like, I'm a little, read a lot, like sociopathic, like not psychopathic, but sociopathic. Like I'm really smart. Like I'm really, really smart, guys. Like I can't do like advanced quantum mechanic math, but there are other ways in which to be incredibly intelligent. And like people who are highly intelligent also score really high on the psychopathy score, and I do.
When other people yawn, do you yawn along with them or do you not yawn?
It depends.
Because
Sometimes I do.
They say that if I yawned and you yawned, right, like it's like contagious. And if you don't catch on, you've got a little bit of that psychopath in you.
Yeah.
There's something about it. I don't know what it is or where it comes from, but like look into it.
Yeah, it depends.
Okay, well, neither of you yawned. Am I fake yawn?
It was a fake yawn. It didn't even feel real from here.
Definitely not. But this was something that me and my mom were actually talking, mostly because my mom is kind of weird and she lovingly weird. Like most people are real weird. Of like they like Criminal Minds and stuff. And like this was a show that we loved. We loved. Once Shamar Moore left, it was like kind of pointless, in my opinion. But I know he's so fine. We were talking about like why are we so interested in the show? Like it's talking about chasing after serial killers, and we were like we just like getting into their minds, but also we were like we kind of are like living vicariously a little bit through these like writers who are coming up with all these like weird ways to kill people.
Ideas,
and
like somebody thought of that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sometimes they're based on real things that have happened all throughout the country that you just don't hear about. Because I mean, we hear about the news that happens here in Minnesota. We don't. If it's huge, sometimes you hear about it in like news, but usually you'd have no idea.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. They tried not to spread there is active serial killers all the time. There's something like in the multi dozens, like
and there's one in Maple Grove.
Is there?
There was a story about that. Yeah.
I haven't heard that.
So like there's always something but they usually I don't know either. Yeah. But they usually try to keep it to wherever the like local thing is because they don't want to put it on national news because they don't want copycats. They don't want copycats.
Yeah. They don't want to.
So they try to limit it to local news so that like people who are in the local area actually are warned and can like watch out and stuff. But they try not to make it so that like other people can be like, well, oh, he's over here. And then they're wondering, did this person travel and is now no longer and all that stuff. So yeah. But we were like sitting here going like, could we like, we were kind of like working through that. It's like how
I think it could ever be like a serial killer, but I feel like if somebody was trying to harm me or harm one of my children, or if somebody broke it right now and they had a gun, and they were aiming it at us, and I had a chance to kill them, I would kill them.
Yeah,
we could feel bad about that.
We could
100%.
Yeah, we could protect.
I don't think I would feel bad at all.
No. I've had reoccurring dreams like that where I had to kill this guy, and then it was like later dreams where the body kept popping up and I'd have to like rehide the body. And it was like this whole saga, and I'm like, why did I murder this guy? I couldn't even remember, like, in the dream why I killed him in the first place, but it was something like that.
Gosh, that's so funny. Okay, so I don't really dream anymore, but years ago I had something similar. I was a man in my dream, and I lived in this, like, I don't know, the house where people go to when they like get out of jail or
Like a
treatment or
halfway
something, like a halfway house. And I had two friends there that I had told them that I killed somebody, and like they knew. And the one girl, I heard her telling the guy that she was going to tell somebody. And in my dream, I killed her. And then I had the same dream a different night, and the same dream a different night. It was very similar, like all about the same thing about those guys knowing that I killed somebody. And then I felt like I
Okay,
needed
so
to
in
kill
real
her.
life, if you end up killing someone, don't tell Abby. She'll have to report you. But
I'm amazing.
you can tell me, and you can tell Shaw. Shaw's a priest, so she doesn't have to tell anything. She can take confessions.
The way that you can get around the fact that I'm a mandated reporter is by telling me that
It was in self-defense, or
no, you if it depends. So if you need me to help hide the body,
Yes.
then you need to start off with saying, I'm about to ask you to do something. You can't ask any questions. And I invoke friend law.
Okay.
Hey,
At which point I will say, and whose car are we taking?
That would have to be mine because I wouldn't want someone else to get in trouble.
But other than that, if you just come and you're like, Abigail, I murdered someone, you're like, I have to call 911. I didn't invoke friend law. Friend law gets you out of nurse brain 100%. Friend law, I'm ride or die. I'll help you bury the body. And I feel nothing about it.
That is good to know.
I'm just going to assume they were trying to hurt me.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't do it
And
for
that they
nothing.
deserved it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Find people who are like me, y'all. We have
Yes.
no soul. No, I'm kidding. I do. I just can put it in a nice little box.
I don't think that's a no soul. That is sticking up for your friends. That is loyalty.
Which I have in spades.
Yes.
Almost to a fault.
Yes.
Like if you, yeah. Which also is like one of the like reasons for why I'm like quite interested in that my friend pool is very small.
Because most people don't deserve it.
Well, it's true. Most people don't. And
you're good at weeding them out.
Yeah, I'm annoying enough that like people are like, can't do this.
That is not true. You are not annoying.
And you guys, I know that you're probably thinking, Abigail, this self-deprecation thing is really annoying. It's actually not self-deprecation. I actually did a lot of like shadow work, and I'm just really, really comfortable with like mentioning my flaws. Like uber comfortable. Like most people cannot even tell you like that they can't like that they fart in public. Like there's
right now.
Go for it. Better out than in. Better out than in. It's not healthy. But also I like there are so many things that like people are like I can't say any of my flaws. Like stupid shit. Like I'm trying to think of like something that most people have that they are like, no, I can't possibly be that. Nothing is coming to me right now. But most people have a really hard time with flaws. They can't. And the flaws that they do think of tend to be very surface level.
Oh, yeah.
So, it's things like, oh, I don't pick up after myself. I don't always, I'm a little lazy. I procrastinate a little bit. I am a bad driver. Those types of things. I kill spiders.
I'm judgmental and passive aggressive.
You are.
Yes, I am.
Yeah. I'm not passive aggressive. I'm judgmental.
I'm very passive aggressive.
Sometimes I'm too honest. I just say what I think without thinking about it.
That's the best part.
That is the best part about you. Yeah.
Well, I also like that about me, but it's one of those things that can be a flaw and not. Same with, I also really like, when I say I like attention, I don't mean like, oh, pay attention to me, but I like to be like the star of the show.
You like to be adored.
Yeah, but at the same time, like, I think that could be a plus and a minus. You know what I mean? Like, it could be like, some people find it like annoying, like, oh my God, why is she always talking? or this isn't about you. like
You're like,
but it could be.
Everything is about me.
What do you mean it could be? You know what I mean? So it could be like good or bad, because it's also like people, like, if there's nothing to say, I've got something.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're feeling uncomfortable in your skin, trust me, I'm not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it could be a good or a bad thing.
I also love how, like, we sat and said, like, no, these are like the bad things. She was like, here's something that could be a bad thing, but it could also be a good thing.
And I didn't even notice that. That shows just how I'm trying to unintentionally keep it positive.
You could have just ended with, I'm blunt. But you didn't even say that. You were like, well, I just kind of like say what I mean, and I like mean what I say, which is absolutely like a great, it's like the best, your bluntness is one of the best things about you.
Thanks, I love that. But, you know, some people do not find it hurtful, but sometimes it's like throws people off.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh.
Most people need to be handled with kid gloves.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. Like, they, like, to the extreme.
Yes.
The extreme. Like, you can't even look at somebody and go, like, really? You just did that, though. Like, that was gross. That was gross. And they are like, no, what do you mean it was gross?
I'm been to know it was gross. I knew it was gross when you were doing it. You were just hoping no one would notice, no one would say anything.
Yep.
But true, didn't know I was here.
And I was watching.
We're always watching.
So yeah, I mean, I think doing that work though, and like actually caring about the fact that I did the work not because I wanted to just be able to say what my flaws were. I wanted to be able to choose not to do them.
Exactly.
So that is also really telling, that if I am saying something very bluntly, very succinctly, very almost like non-emotionally, and it hurts your feelings, and I decide that I am not going to turn around immediately and be like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Understand, I meant to hurt your feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm choosing. Like, I'm well aware of the fact that I am blunt. I'm well aware of the fact that I'm judgmental. I'm so aware of it that if I am choosing not to make amends immediately because it wasn't on accident. It was 100% on purpose and very honest and very truthful.
I feel like most people are judgmental, and if they think they're not, they're lying.
They really are.
themselves.
They're just not telling themselves that they are.
I agree.
And they might not be verbalizing it, but you know they're judging.
It's like a human nature. You can't even help it sometimes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and it just takes a lot to like back up out of the situation and look at the whole picture and be like, okay,
Yeah.
but it takes all kinds.
Yes.
It takes all kinds of people to make up the world.
It does.
The good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, like all the
Brenna Browns that are like, they're doing the best that they can do.
Yes.
And that's true too, but that doesn't mean it's good enough for me. I mean, I don't know. I think everyone can do better.
Yes. There was this woman that came into the emergency. So I accidentally kind of called in a storm. I called in that storm that happened. I'm sorry. I didn't want a whole bunch of like stupid random people coming into the emergency room on my last day of work. And so I kind of called in a little bit of a storm. And
good.
And I wanted you to have your garden watered. And this woman comes in and she's got something in her eye. And I've got her all hooked up. I'm asking her a question. I was like, so tell me like the story, like what brings you in? She's like, I got something in my eye. And I said, say more. She's like,
say more.
She's like, well, I was watching the storm and something flew into my eye. I said, as in you were outside during the storm and something flew into your eye? She's like, yes. I was like, okay. And she's like, I know it's not a good look. As I said, I mean, there's better stories, there are worse stories. I'm not judging you. I mean, I am judging you, but it's nothing you have to worry about. And I was like, you went outside during a massive storm so that some piece of bark could fall in your eye. That's
I love to go outside in
stupid.
storms, though.
I do too.
My dad used to like go outside in the rain, and he wouldn't even take his clothes off and like run free.
Oh yeah. If there wasn't thunder and lightning, my mom would give us shampoo and conditioner and say,
Go outside.
go shower.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like, really?
Yeah.
Nature showers? You
Yes.
shampoo, conditioner your
Yes.
hair, wash behind your ears.
Yeah.
Don't forget the cracks.
Then we find like the spout that's coming off of the house and probably use the dirtiest water. But we didn't know better.
I think equally that people, I think there are two kinds of people. I think there are people who don't know their flaws, but I think there's also people who don't know their good qualities either. Like they're so like
Self-awareness is not prevalent in most people.
no.
And
Which
most
I value so highly. If you are a self-aware person, I want you in my life. Just so that you're aware. So come, flock to me. Pretty penguins. Because yeah, I don't think I don't think that it is enough. I think it and to like say I'm well aware of all of the things that I have that are good things about me too. I know that it's the things that are like weirder or maybe seen as a little bit toxic that will make people turn away faster. If I tell people I laugh a lot, I'm usually pretty happy in my life. My life is pretty damn good. And I am really, really good at taking care of people. Really good. Whether it's I will buy you whatever you need, I will make you whatever you need, I will heal your wounds, I will wash your laundry, I won't think anything of it. Like, I will give you the shirt off my back if I could. I will bend over backwards. I will drop everything if I can.
You're describing me too. I think that's just a thing that some of us are.
Like, I will literally run myself into the ground if you need me. And that I know is something that not necessarily is like a great thing to like run myself into the ground, but I also like have a really high tolerance. Like it takes a lot. Like most people don't have the level of like, I mean, I feel like I was trained in the fire for this too. Like when I started, before I was even a nurse, I worked with people who were terminally ill. I helped people die. I took them to all their appointments. I took care of their wounds. I helped bathe them. I wiped their butts. I did all of the things that people assume nurses do, even though I wasn't a nurse and haven't really done that level of care since. And it takes a lot. I would have to it would have to be so hard, like so much. There would have to just be so much for me to go, wow, and now I'm burnt out. That's the thing. Like if there's task to be done, I could go forever. Really.
Can you receive? Do you let people take care of you?
No, because I'm hoping for the people to come into my life who know that I don't have to break before they'll take care of me. Like, I don't
Yes.
want to end up where I am sick and tired and broken before somebody finally is like, oh, and now it's time to take care of Abigail.
Right.
Recognize that it's going to take a lot for me to break. So just decide that you're okay with taking care of me when I'm strong. I don't want to have to sit and be in a space where, like, I need somebody for y'all to decide that you want to take care of.
You want someone to know you
not at
well
all.
enough
And
and choose you, like I said.
Yeah.
To be chosen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if I'm not the only one that's being chosen, like and I've said that before. Of like, somebody can choose me and somebody else. It's
So
just
right, no, I know what you're
But
saying.
yeah,
You just don't feel
yeah.
like one person can give everybody all the things that they need.
Yeah, but even in friends, like even in friendships too, Frank and I were actually talking about this, where he was like, because he asked the same question. He was like, can you like receive? And I was like, could you let somebody take care of you? I said, I would let anyone take care. You want to buy me dinner? Buy me dinner. You want to cook for me? Cook for me. You want to go pick strawberries for me and make me jam? Please do so. I would gladly accept it. That's caring for me. But you want to take me places. You want to pay for trips for me. You want to come over and just spend time with me. You want to, let me lay my head in your lap. You want to brush my hair. Please do so. Why do I have to be dead, dying, or broken down for you to
Make the plan,
choose?
take charge, and decide that that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. Why do I have to be in a bad way before you choose to love me the way I deserve to be loved? That feels off to me. So salty. But like, and I think that's something that I try to emulate in even my friendships. Like, I hope that you guys know that, like, yes, if you need something, please ask me, because we're all living our lives and we're all adults and we don't live in the same place. But like, I tried to be like, no, I got this. I got you. Right? Like, I'll pay for this, or let's go here. Let me make the plan, or let me do whatever. Like, I hope that, like, because I can't always give you a hug. Because I can't always be physically there if something happens randomly. If you need me, please call, let me know that, like, this is a moment. Yeah. So that if I can drop everything and I can be there. But like, I would hope that what I can do, I do, and you guys know that that's my way of saying, like, I'm trying to take care of you without
100%.
you needing to be broken down, you know?
Yes.
Because that's something that I want too, so I kind of like do what I want to receive. But I feel like that's everybody.
And that's how you
Not
get
everybody,
it.
but that's
Yes.
like, some people just never see it. But I know exactly where you're coming from. Even when we went to your house and you're like, oh, I got all the pizza, I got all the stuff, and I tried to give you $20, and you're like, no, I'm fine. And you're like, I know, you're fine. Me too. Here you go. You know what I mean? Because I'm the same. I want to pay for everybody. Like, I want to buy my friends coffees and drinks, and I just want everybody to feel good and feel happy all the time.
100%.
But I also want the same.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I know what you're saying. Totally.
Yes.
We're very simple folk, ultimately. I
We like when people are nice to us.
Yeah.
And on that note, folks,
I know.
our hour's up.
Our hour's up. You guys, this was actually a pretty good one. I like this one.
Yeah.
This Shits and Giggles episode was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Concur.
It was good.
It's kind of deep for Shits and Giggles.
I know.
And all over the place, and I love it.
Here for it. Well, thanks everybody for joining us on this episode of Breath of Life Conversations. Join us next week for the next one. Not sure where it's going, but come back and be surprised.
Exactly.
And love every second of it. Let us know in the comments what you thought, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to all the things. And we'll see you next week. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
See ya.